Hello again. I thought I'd do a video tonight, mainly because I'm in isolation. My wife and daughter tested positive for COVID last Wednesday, today being the following Tuesday. So I had some plans to get out and about and film some more stuff within Northumberland, but I just haven't been able to do it. I've been stuck in the house and the weather's been lovely, so it's typical. So I come up with the idea of pulling together some clips from our wedding back in 2015, just to keep myself occupied and edit something. So after getting engaged in Thailand in 2012 on Riley Beach at Krabi, we decided we wanted to get married abroad. But we ended up drawing a list up of 10 places each. So out of those 10 places each, we had a look through both our lists to see if there was anywhere that matched up and then shorten it down from there. And as it turned out, we had nearly identical lists. So we wanted to take quite a few guests with us, and obviously we had to factor in costs and all this type of thing. So what we did was we narrowed everything down to kind of flight time. Jacqui's mum and dad hadn't been abroad before, so Jacqui's mum was a bit scared of flying, so we had to counter in sort of where we could go that everybody would enjoy. So we narrowed it down to some places in Europe. So obviously Greece was one of the big ones, and it was so many Greek islands it was really difficult to choose. Jacqui hadn't been to many Greek islands. I'd been to probably a few more than her, and we kind of narrowed it down to 3. One was Skiathos, which is really where I would love to have gone, but just couldn't find many places online to do a wedding, and there wasn't many packages within like travel companies. So when we got some brochures, we ended up looking through Thompson, or TUI as they're called now, and with TUI they had some options, and there was a place called The Balcony in Zante which looked really nice, so we both really fancied that. We went to inquire about it, but when we got there we started humming and hawing a bit because the expense, it was going to cost quite a bit of money per head. So I ended up doing some research online. So the travel company was called Zante Weddings by Tsilivi Travel. So this is a place based in Tsilivi in Zante, and I sent just an inquiry off by email, and I got a response really quick back, and they asked for our address and they sent us some information. It was like a DVD in a pack with loads of different destinations. The DVD was really good and it gave us some ideas about what was included in the packages. And yeah, we decided, we've seen a place, we've seen The Balcony. They had this place in Zante as well, which is in Tsilivi. It's called the Balcony Hotel. So we both kind of had our hearts set on that. But when we started going through the DVD, there was a place right on the beach, and it was next to a restaurant who had their own sort of gardens out back, and we really liked that idea, so we came around to the idea of going there, and when we found out they had a barbecue package, that was it, because we both love barbecue. Who doesn't love barbecue, you know? We wanted something just as informal as possible, so we ended up asking about this destination, and it was free for the dates we were looking at. Chose was called the Vardiola restaurant, which is in Kypsili, which is maybe about 20-25 minutes outside of Tsilivi. Absolutely beautiful location, and when we're seeing it on the DVD, we're just absolutely mind blown by this place. So what I'll do now is I'll show you the video. You can have a look, see how it was. I've had to edit a bit because obviously some of the music we used would come up against copyright, so I've had to change some of the music, like dim down the sound, so apologies for that, and that you don't quite get the full sort of atmosphere of the day. And if you've got any comments about anything, or if you want to ask any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And what I'll also do is I'll put a link in the description to the website of Zante Weddings, so if anybody kind of, you know, wants to have a look or is thinking about getting married in Zante, I would definitely have a look. They've got loads of locations, some absolutely cracking locations, and at the end of the video I'll kind of give you a rundown and see whether I'd recommend them, kind of a rough estimate of the prices. So here we'll go all the way back to 2015. Let's hope you enjoy it.
your strength and show me your weakness. We're in this together now. We're in this together now. Give me your love and tell me your secrets. 'Cause we're in this together now. Yeah, we're in this together now. No, 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 no. I'll keep you safe, I'll give you my everything. Even if we're falling down, even if we're falling down. All of me is yours, every part of me. 'Cause we're in this together now. You and me together now. What's the point of living if we're scared to lose each other? What's the point of living without you? Tell me now and I'll stop fighting. Tell me now and I'll stop breathing. I don't want to be here without you. Without you. Without you. Without you. Without you. No, 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 no. I'll be your light. I'll keep you from dark.
You, Jamie, take Jacqui to be your most romantic life. Very well then, if you can have the rings, please, Chris. Like the flash is okay to the bridesmaid, Jacqui. We'll start with Chris taking Jacqueline's ring. You can turn to face each other. Place it on her finger and repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed, as a token of everlasting love. Okay? Jacqueline, if you'd like to take Jamie's ring, place it on his finger and repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed, as a token of everlasting love. Okay? Let's take back to both pages, please. You can have you both holding hands and we'll continue with the vows.
Από τη στιγμή αυτή που ενωθήκατε με την ελεύθερη σημαία ίσως του γάμου, οφείλετε αμοιβαία ο ένας τον άλλον να μάθει πίστη και σεβασμό για όλη τη ζωή.
With this symbolic token you show your everlasting love. From this moment where you have been united by your free will to marriage, you owe mutual to each other love, faith and respect for all of your lives. After this day you will treat each other equally in order to create strong foundations to face all difficulties that may arise in your lives.
Ενώ θα πρέπει επίσης να συμβάλλετε ο καθένας τον άλλον με τις δυνάμεις του, θα βάλει το συνεπάγονται η έντονη συμβίωση και η συντήρηση και η προαγωγή της οικογένειας που θα δημιουργήσετε.
Each of you, according to your strength, will carry on the responsibilities of the marriage hold.
Να μεριμνάτε για την ανατροφή και την διαπαιδαγώγηση του οικογενειάς, ώστε να γίνει χρήσιμη και σωστή πολίτες και ελεύθεροι πολιτές.
Your duty as husband and wife was to be love, honour and respect each other for as long as you both shall live. With the exchanging of these vows and the giving and the receiving of the rings, I can now pronounce you to husband and wife, you may kiss the bride.
Hey!
If you can sign number 2 here, number 2 there, it's okay. You can both lean in, please, and look towards the photographer. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, so 2. Just a picture. Leaning in together and looking at Nicholas, please. Thank you. And Jamie, you'll go just above Jacqui, number 1, okay? Leaning in again and looking towards Nicholas, please. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go into the aisle. Okay, get your confetti ready. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Hudson.
Darlene, I want you back in 10. 10 minutes. 10 minutes back. What you drink?
Bravo! σε δώσω, ψεύτικη θα σου τη δώσω, ψεύτικη θα σου τη δώσω, δεν είναι θα σου δώσω. Γύρισε δώσ' μου μια ματιά, γύρισε δώσ' μου μια ματιά, γύρισε δώσ' μου μια ματιά, γιατί με πλήγωσες βαθιά. Βρε αφού μια ματιά λυπάσαι, φαίνεται έτσι να φτάσε, φαίνεται έτσι να φτάσε, αφού μια ματιά λυπάσαι.
στάση εδώ να βγω στο δρόμο να χορέψω σε υπέροχο πάνω στην ασφάλτο και εσύ με ύφος ψεύτικο. ξεχάσουμε τη ζωή μας τα χαλάσματα. Μα τη χρήση τα κάπως με υποστηρίζει. Μα τη χρήση τα κάπως με υποστηρίζει. Θα κάνω στάση στην γραμμή του δρόμου. Όσο κοστίζει μια παράβαση του νόμου. Να σταματήσω θέλω την κυκλοφορία για να φωνάξω την πρόδωσες την δυο μας ιστορία.
That was basically all the footage we managed to get. That was just my dad filmed it on his tablet. You can't get a professional person to video it, but we decided against it. And we're on a bit of a budget at the time as well. We're looking to move house. The exchange rate was so good at the time. We actually managed to get some extras put on. Greek dancers, like you've seen there. We got some extra wine for people, and we actually had a fireworks display at the end, which was really good, and everybody really enjoyed it. So would I recommend it? Absolutely. They were absolutely brilliant. Zante weddings. Francis, who runs it, absolutely spot on. What happens is when you get there, what they do is they send you package through first. You get a DVD with that, which comes with all the locations. Some of our guests have even said it was the best wedding they've ever been to. I mean, you can't beat the location. It was just such a stress-free run up to the wedding, whereas if you got married here in the UK, it would cost quadruple the price. You're probably looking at least sometimes here for £20,000 at least for what we paid for what we had over in Zante. Besides that, it was a great way to get everybody together in the sun, have a bit of a holiday. Everybody who were asked, I think nearly every single person came, which we didn't expect. So obviously that put the price up a little bit, but because it was so much cheaper, it was so worthwhile doing. From Jacqui arriving to the time we walked back down the aisle, we're looking at about 10 minutes. So it was absolutely ideal. And of course, because of the sun, it was done later in the day. It was about 5 o'clock when the ceremony started. Once the ceremony was over, me and Jacqui went off and got some pictures done. I'll put some on over the top here. We had some brilliant photos taken. We actually featured in a local newspaper when we got back, because I took a friend who is a bit of a photographer as well, so he took some photos, and one of his photos actually ended up in the local paper here. What you get is from the photographer, he'll send you say 50 photos, and they'll send you some negatives, so you can pick out which ones you want, but you can get the negatives on a CD, which we've got. So it was about 150 pictures. Obviously you can get more depending on your budget. So how much did we pay? Our grand total came to 5,000, I'm just looking here, 5,722 euros, and that was before we went. And of course we got the extra stuff added on, which came to, I think it was just over 6,000 euro. So at the time that was probably about £5,000, maybe it's just a little bit less, which for everything we got was absolutely spot on. The barbecue was so much food, we thought we might have been running short, but the food, there was just loads of it left, which was such a shame. And of course, one of the other extras we got was the Greek dancers, which was a very last minute choice, and it was so worth it. It kind of broke the evening up a bit as well. So the bit from having our food, there was kind of a bit of a lull in the middle, which filled in perfectly with the Greek dancers, and then obviously there was like a bit of a disco at the end. We're there from, let me say, probably about 4 o'clock when we turned up, through till I think it was 12:30 when we got picked up on the bus and took me back to our accommodation. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. if there's anything anybody wants to know about a wedding abroad, especially within Zante, you know, give us a shout. I'll provide some information, send us a comment, send us an email, whatever. I'm more than happy to help out, and you know, I can recommend these guys thoroughly. So thanks for watching anyway. Give the video a like, share it, and put some comments in the box. And also don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I'll be able to get out and about again at the end of this week and maybe start getting some more stuff in Northumberland. So hope to see you soon. Take care.